Hi, this is Regina White Favors with Favors Film Analysis. So I want to extend the strategy case study for reviewing The Town. This is more or less a critical thinking opportunity. And I want to look at assessing conflict with the narrative, conflict with the characters, the way that robbery cinema is depicted. So this will give us an opportunity to think about how the director, Ben Affleck, presents conflict, how he acts within the narrative as a main character named Doug, and his relationship with James, as well as the other characters. And this will also just gives us an understanding, an opportunity to reach an understanding about just the presentation of heist movies, the presentation of robbery cinema. So this is Favors Film Analysis, assessing conflict in the town, which showed in theaters 2010. And you can visit www.favorsfilmanalysis.com for more access to critiques and reviews. All right, this presentation is subject to fair use. This is where James feels some form of betrayal. This is the lunch break, finding out about conflict. And remember, Claire is the conflict. And to be honest about it, it is James who creates her truly as a conflict. Even though you have Doug at the beginning creating conflict as a result of him robbing the bank, he and the other three men, when James takes Claire hostage, he immediately creates a conflict because now they're going to have to watch their backs. So Doug is having lunch with Claire. She's on her lunch break. And it's just a simple thing out here on the patio, and they're eating some pizza or something like that. They're having a conversation, and she tells him about her sunny days. And the sunny days refers to her younger sibling dying from cancer. And when she looks out and she sees sunny days, it reminds her of someone dying. And so that's going to be very significant at the end of the movie, because when they come to her house to stake out her house to see if Doug is going to show up, she changes her position from supporting the rules and being loyal to rulemaking to siding with Doug when she tries to warn him using the term sunny days. So here James is very surprised. He didn't know that he was sort of that Doug was sort of in contact with Claire. For all intents and purposes, he said he handled it. So why is he now sitting at a lunch table with Claire? So James gets into performative mode. He asks questions. What did she do? He mentions the bank robbery and says, from a general standpoint, oh yeah, I heard that bank got robbed. But here it is, Claire still doesn't know that the two people sitting in front of her are the two people who robbed the bank. So there's some sort of emotional triggering with her, that she is almost deaf, dumb, and blind in a sense, that she can't even recognize the voice. Now, would it be impossible for her to recognize the voices, right? Given that they had costumes and their mouths were covered. Yes, sure, it's going to be impossible. However, people have mannerisms. People have ways in which they stand, how they get side by side to you, how they communicate with you, and she still hasn't caught on. And so now what he's actually afraid of, what Doug is actually afraid of, is Claire seeing the tattoo on James's neck, because the tattoo is the Fighting Irish, and he's afraid that she's going to see that neck. And once she sees that, she's going to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is at least one of the people who came in to rob the bank. So this lunch break works like almost a break in the film too, in a sense that it reveals the betrayal. It reveals the fact that Doug can't be trusted because he lied to James and said that he handled it. But no, he did not handle it. And even as he's about to leave, he says, he tells Claire, "Don't get used to your life of leisure here. Doug is always taking his work home with him," which suggests that Doug was supposed to leave the elements of the bank robbery uh, at the bank robbery and don't take it with him, which is ironic because isn't that what James did? He was supposed to leave. You get in, you do the robbery, you get out. You don't take anybody along with you because that's like taking your work home with you. All right, this is the end of the presentation. So if you want to listen to other film analysis, just visit www.favorsfilmanalysis.com. Thank you very much for listening.